Yeah. That's my intro right there. Yes, indeed. We're just going to switch over to this. Yes, we are. And we got Escape Route. We got Draven and Gonzalo. Yes, indeed. We got the 3 people here. Oh, that's not what I want. I wanted to do something else. Yeah, okay, it's set on frame rate. Alright, I accept that. I predict. I'm going to make a prediction that it's going to switch over from frame rate to exposure at some point. Anyway, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's get back into it. And while this thing is loading up, Escape Route, boy, do I have something to mention. Let me tell you something about Yakuza Kiwami. They were doing a really good job. And then they absolutely borked Shimano, and now I don't want to play it anymore. Anyway, December 29th. Good morning, Max. Or should I say, Billy Bob Johns. Hello, Inu. How's it going? Max? Milk. I wish the milkman would deliver my milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. What the heck? Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick. Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey! My sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. You can't have me flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? So I'm gonna fly into the courtroom. Okay. Here we go. Whoa! It really went dark. How do things get so dark on my webcam? What's the deal? Something's up here. You know what would be nice? If it could keep the same settings day after day. Anyway, that'll have to do. Fine, I'll be dark today. I'll be dark and foreboding today. It's all good. And now the case of one. What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. Just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. I think I ate one of his sausages recently. It'll be Phoenix Wright. Legal Eagle. Well, you know what? First of all, you spelled legal wrong. And secondly, you know, I guess a phoenix could fly. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. Hey, Nick. How's it going? I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. sounds more friendly. Ms. Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You lost the last one, didn't you? So you're probably not happy. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Clowning around, are we? No. But he's an eagle, so it's legal, I see. Hello, wizard. It did not count. Did you hear me? You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Made yourself a new profile picture? No, you didn't. That's the same one. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose to anything. Just being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Vaughn is sus. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. It's not like it'll bring her dad back. Yeah, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. It's a waste of time, you can go home now. The latency is higher than it actually should be. That's a shame. Oh well, I guess I'll have to focus on this. This one's more gradiented and it has a drop shadow. And it is low latency, I swear. Very well. You may call your first witness, Ms. Von Karma. Now, I have to warn everybody. I've been talking all day. My voice is not what it normally would be. So, we're going to take it easy today. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now. Oh, gosh. That's because YouTube is a big stink. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, detective. You may proceed with your testimony. Detective, why do you and I sound the same? So pardon me if my voice is sucked tonight. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice section broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see, he was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accept this into evidence. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I was just, you know, testing out bad grammar. Oh, we have that. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Now, seeing as how I'm very fatigued, might need a little help, but we shall see what happens. So, it's very cold. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. What's the matter, Nick? Let's take a look at the court records. Why? Well, there's snow. Not to mention a monkey. But why is the monkey part of my evidence? What? Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? All the circus performers were gathered at the Big Top to practice their routine. You say all of the circus performers. Who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, or ventriloquist. Of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Against a monkey. So after the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. Got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Now, this is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Sup, Steph? What's the good word, mate? That's right, we're Australian now. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box. You figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing's lined with iron. Iron plating. Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did it to make the box heavier. I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. Stick with what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, detective. Sushi. I am spy. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. You haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho, ho, ho. There wasn't much that we could go after Gumshoe at this time. He gave us the facts as he saw them, but there's gotta be more to this. I didn't see anything. That's why you're the lawyer and I'm the medium. So, here's something. So we asked him about the snow. He said that it didn't pile up. It was like 1.5 inches. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Well, the latency is terrible. Life is terrible. It's fine. And I swear that I am on low latency. I swear it. I chose it today. Now, hold on. Okay. Oh shoot, why am I doing this again? So there's something about the snow. The snow. You know, there are ways for me to make things better. For example, what if I were to stop and start the stream again as I just did? Maybe things will be better. I don't know. Everything is fine. You know what? We'll make the best of this. In fact, I want to make the best of this case right here by trying to figure out. Hey, wait a minute. See, he wants me. Okay, he said I should look in the court record for something snow related, because snow was apparently an issue. But like. This is the only thing I have related to snow. There you go. It's everybody else's cash. All right, escaper. What's the deal? This is not the thing. 14 seconds. Could be a lot worse. Could be 15 seconds. Absolutely wants me to present something. It's sad that I'm already confused by this. Because, alright. I'm just gonna press him again. Let me ask you about the snow. A blizzard up until the time of the crime, okay? I do have saves at my disposal, but did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow, there's got to be more than this. Yeah, but like... What? I'm gonna go through and just take a look one more time. So, I'm just gonna keep doing this until I figure out something. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Like, I only have one thing related to the snow. But maybe that's just not the right place to present it. Why didn't the victim have chicken skin? He's dead, that's why. What? How can you tell? You can barely see his skin to begin with. Where was Bump of Chicken? What the heck are you two talking about? I haven't a clue what the heck either of you are talking about. What the heck are you talking about chickens for? Oh, please do, because what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, goosebumps are called chicken. Oh yeah, I get that part, but what does that have to do with anything? The thing about the photo is that, okay, number one, you can't even tell. No, I need a little more detail than that. That's too vague. And I've already presented this photo and they don't like it, so I have to think otherwise. Yes, I want answers. I am amazingly tired today, and I have no patience for this game. Do you gotta open a browser? Yes, you do. So you're talking about goosebumps, but you can't see his skin. How's it more? Wait, I have a browser open. It's Opera. But like, I don't care how cold he is. So, what are you doing, man? See, the thing is, like, he stopped to look at the snow thing and said I should check the court record. Well, hold on a second. Maybe I'll present it at a different spot. Hold up. No. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Because I don't feel like I have anything that really disproves anything he said. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. You know what? You're right. I forgot to do something. You're right. I forgot to do something. So we gotta whip through this. Okay. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? So also, why do I care about the snow? Well, quite a sturdy lock on it. Took quite a bit of oak to open that bad boy up. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. Let's see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, darn it. All right, let's do this. What's inside? Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. Are you saying the Von Karma special is no holes? So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What's that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper, Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Oh, so there was nothing to present. Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Hey, I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Fun Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Okay, we have to talk. I cannot do the voice. I cannot do the voice for a long time. Couldn't do it last time, can't do it this time. So he needs a new voice. Any recommendations? Please state your name and occupation for the record. Water's not gonna do it. Gilbert no, how about a voice that people... Nobody can do a Gilbert Gottfried. Ralph Wiggum! Fine. Not enough water in the world to do the voice I was doing before. Gabbo? It's me! Gabbo! Okay. You still think he looks like the Goosebumps dummy? Kinda looks like me. My full name is I want to call him Trilo, but it's Trillo. Trilloquist! I'm employed as an operatic tenor. And I'm Arthur Crandall. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer, and I can do most anything. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a swan. The world of the law, exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence, shooby-doo-wah. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? Had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trello, you know better than to insult the judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. I'm just gonna punch you for a while now. What the heck? So ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. What? You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. It's true. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my... Ouch! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. We're gonna have to claim jealousy. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. My gosh! How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found as the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for his hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. The prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Old Man Draven. Stop it. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. Well, let's cross-examine. Classic old Judge Draven is... He's got no cojones, I'll say that. Clown, you're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Why the plaza's entrance? Do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Oh! Oh! I think we found a solution to a potential problem here. Who unplugged my laptop here? Anyway. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Oh, really? Well, there you go. Hey, everyone. Hey, Johnny. Did Amora unplug it? Yes. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? That's what we're gonna say. Amora did it. Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays. It's like you're talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Nah. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Yeah, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There's only one person headed that way that night. Makes quite a bit of sense, makes Max one suspicious character. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Max Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. The police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... What time was it? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Huh? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I will. I guess that sounds right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just staying outside in that weather. Well, the truth is, you shut up, you big-nosed dope. Why are you telling them anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded service. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. You suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Oh, I think I... Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. Now, one person only, he was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Wow! Well, I guess that's the end of that doll, because it exploded on us. We were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Oh, he's back to normal. Okay. Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well, well, well. Puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Okay. Seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. There are clearly no conclusive contradictions. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move on with the testimony. Philip wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. That's probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, has it Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah. I think so. I don't know anymore. Alright. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? What else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Possibly the ringmaster. Take that! That's the victim. That's correct. I love when my hair points like that. If Trilla was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah, obviously the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Would have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. Ah. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he just as the witness stated as the scene of the crime? See. Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading out. Who's gonna read that? There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I spilled the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? How do you marry a dummy? To which someone responds, well, your wife did. What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? The case is cracking. That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. Maybe it should be. I've heard of human marriage, dog marriage, cat marriage. But puppet marriage? You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Huh. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Don't be so surprised that I was gonna propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Do ya? Tonight on 60 Minutes, puppet marriage. Is it time? One judge thinks so. Judge Aloysius Draven. You were gonna propose. You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. What? Hello, Bubba. Guess what? What is this? Exactly. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? Just because old man Draven is old doesn't mean he couldn't propose to Regina, the animal tamer. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? Regina. Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? Wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biking gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it. That's the truth. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was gonna give a numbskull. You gotta turn on your microphone. That's the answer to all the problems. It's the answer to all the problems. All the problems. Every problem. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. And it says, fashion. What faucet? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Possibly like this one. A cheap ring with an eerie sparkle. Engagement ring? Wow. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Now you know what? I'm gonna take the pain. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being. Ow. I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm gonna have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Oh. Well, then, you know what? Then the issue is on them. Maybe your viewer should fix their settings. You cannot be held responsible for the settings of others. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Engagement ring? Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. It's more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. Wow, I can't believe the Gabbo voice turned into that. Now he's just some goofy surfer. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. But the monkey took it. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Oh, I have the ring. We're gonna figure this one out. But I want him to realize that he doesn't have it. Also, if there are any wood chippers in the nearby area. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but... uh-oh. Steph's mad. I mean, you could open it early, but then you don't have anything from me on the holiday. An uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me. Maximilian Galactica. Well, no. Steph is the last honest desperado. When I get hold of him, I'm gonna saw his woodblock in half. And not with magic. It's true. What if I do that? What if I say, hey, Steph, it's time for video chat? She'd probably rewrap it, though. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? Where's my birthday parcel? It's...
in transit.
Hey, the Moo, how's it going? Desperado? Well, I don't mean Desposito. Ah. So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. Spent 3 months' salary on this thing. Not gonna give up easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more, I agree. Moo man in the morning. I'm gonna present the ring, just for kicks. Now that I know I can save anywhere, anytime. No, I guess, well, there goes that. Alright. He's not going to get into it, but hopefully things turn out in his favor in the end. Now, oh, maybe I need to... Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. Still got it in your pocket, huh? Do you now?
Objection!
Do ya? Trillo, go give it to you. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine. Give it back. Thief! Thief! Voleur! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah. What's going on here? That's... Ben, say something before I punch you repeatedly. I'm doing it anyway. Say something. Hey, don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault? Ah, filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I prefer if you avoid slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see, well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny? Things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was. That time, you know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say? Details, I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ah, yeah. Monkey! Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. Did the monkey just object? No, the monkey just stole. It's nothing to do with anything. Especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide who has to do with what. What? I can't even read. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trillo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money. You weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That's indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point. What point could that possibly be? Well, both, but hold on. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. The witness was off chasing money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, right? Well, then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? You have 30 seconds to guess the puzzle. Is it Nebraska fish sticks? Da-da-da-da-da. You're right. Anyway. Well, we obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Objection with your host, Phoenix Wright. Ba-da-da-da-da. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. I've told you so many times you'd think you know my story's not changing. Stick boy! Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Any more water? This ventriloquist dummy is also tough on the vocal cords. Draven's, well, considering one of Draven's thousands of job titles has been game show producer, I imagine he had that in mind a while back. But wait, I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. You did not say good evening to him. Bull poop. Absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Yes, it is, Draven. You forgot. Everything is on your CV. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. And Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose, 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. I still say that guy's art style doesn't match, like, the game. Whereas most others do. Take, for example, Maya Fey. This is actually pretty good. That doesn't match. That matches. That matches. That doesn't match either. That... no. That wouldn't match anywhere. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. That doesn't change the fact. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. Well, what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just had 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I'm no good at math. It was 10:10 p.m. Oh yes, that sounds about right. Sounds about right, because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. I can't believe that for a second. So you testify that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. I think Old Man Draven should have his own spin-off. And he should take up his other important hobby, which is food eating and food tasting. I call it Judge with the Fudge. All right. You say good morning in the morning, good afternoon during the day, right? It's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben, you got something to add? Let me guess. It's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night. Oh, I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible. Performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips stop flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. You know what's funny? CBS would be the network of Draven. It's all food-related cases, often involving caviar lunches. Vanna Wafer? What? Bluffing is everything in this world. I'm sure you already learned that one. Guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. I have a thought, and I am going to check it out in a moment. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Jeez! Well, jeez! I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? Why am I German now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Hey, everyone together now. Thank you very much. Oh Lord. I think is proof enough, and I think I have a different theory. I'm gonna save just to be certain. See? Here's my thought. Wizard, please don't give... Okay, yeah, don't give me, clues. Thanks. Not unless I ask, and then give all the clues. But right now, I have an idea. And, see, I know how I want this to work. But here's the thing. The game doesn't work the way I want it to work, so... Hold on. Objection! Maybe it'll work this time. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. You bosses at White Cloak, Silk Hat, Roses? Well... I know what you mean. You borked them on purpose. Okay. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. He exploded. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max. Didn't he? Affidavit blast? That is the worst Mountain Dew flavor I've ever heard. Try new Mountain Dew Affidavit Blast. It's pre-meditastic? Wow, what the heck I'm saying here. What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. You can think of worse? You go ahead, Moo. Think of worse. Alright, folks, in the chat right now, think of worse Mountain Dew flavors than that. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Wow. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? Mountain Baloney Blast? Ew. Mountain Dew Baloney Blast. It'll make your taste buds cry. I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? I don't know. This would be a great time to save. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. Mountain Dew brand coffee creamer? I would actually try that. But then again, I'm a sick individual. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. What did I just call him? Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as we put it. Yeah. Button de Veld? You! The defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then? darn, and I bought it full price. But you know what else is on sale? Trials of Mana, which is coming to me by Saturday, as well as a couple other games. Where's sodas? Jones Soda Thanksgiving flavors. I don't know, Gravy. Who do you think I saw? Well, you were with the clown and you ditched him. Probably didn't see Max. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. Hey, Dean, how's it going? It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Oh, Judge Draven. No, Your Honor. It is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. Mountain Dew coffee creamer sounds nasty. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Regina George. Nah. Regina, come now. So you took your Canadian driver's. I'm not. No. What? Yeah. But. Okay. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Mr. Wizard Penguin. Does this look like? Does this look like the capital of a prairie province to you? I don't think so. No, that's a young lady. That is not a city in a prairie province. Code red herring. Cod red. Cod red. There we go. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. What? Stop exploding and answer the question. Cad, no, Cad. No, Mountain Dew, Cod Red. No, Mountain Dew, Cod Red. Order in the court. How do you respond to this? Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. No, not with that getup. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw last night. That night, you know. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols. Three symbols. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone. All together now. Ow! Yes, we know. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Don't get your bowels in a twist. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. It'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's three symbols. However, how do we really know that it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. But Miss Von Karma, you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant. Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. That is very unfortunate. Oh, really? Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plazas that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness! Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there's no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare the next witness. Court is now in recess. I see. I should probably save. Oh gosh, it's almost the judge's lunchtime. We better get through this quickly. Sweetie! You have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Right? Sorry, I'm doing a you impression there, Max. Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max, although blind. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility! Well done, Nick. You've cracked the case. However... Sweetie... Why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't it a bit strange? I think it is. If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double now. Double Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? Well, we'll find out. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Alright. Back to the courtroom. Back to the courtroom. Is your next witness that darn clown? Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Colma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In what? I wanted to read that! Did you catch that? Hold up. I am going to go back and watch that. Because I can't go back and see it now. No, yes I do. Oh, you just watch me. Yeah, I saw that. I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that. I wonder if we can have a little soyception for a moment here. Okay, hold on. Hold up. Hold up. I think I can do this. Oh. Oh, how come I can't... oh, darn it. Well, alright. Oh, it did something weird. No. I gotta do this again, don't I? Let me try this again. The browser in XSplit is really wonky, so let's be kind to me, shall we? Try this again. The browser in
what? I wanted to read
that. Way to go, me! I'm so good. Now, no, yes I do. Oh, you do.
Lawrence
Right,
Curls.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch this.
Stand.
Comma and period. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna watch this again.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court of record.
I don't want to hear myself. Okay. Hold on. There. There. Is it possible to slow them down? No,
I
I'm not
wanted
sure.
to read
Oh, darn, I didn't. What? Well, you know what? Forget it. We read it. We saw it enough. We saw it enough. All right. Anyway. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. They did it quickly so they could get away with that. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Who do you think you are? D.L. Hewley? No. Since it's easy to state your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. No. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good. Yeah, well, I saw that. I saw you were going to continue your Fresh Prince thing. Your name? Lawrence Curls. Professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct. Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. No. No. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. I kind of want to know what that joke was. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I've been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Wow, that was crappy testimony. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? You will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait! Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can! I'll talk for as long as you want! The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching him, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. It's very interesting. This eyewitness account is to be believed. I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock, that's something the clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock, that way I can make a great joke. You know, you want to hear the joke. A man goes to his doctor, and the doctor asks, "How's number 1? The man says, "Every day at 6. What? These are exactly the type of jokes you should say for that detective. All I wanted to hear. You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that. Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. So do not become a kangaroo Ah, shoot. You know what? I'll take it. I'll accept the penalty because it was great. I'll accept the penalty because that was funny. Let's not make it 8 p.m. All right, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. Okay. How am I gonna make it through this testimony? How am I gonna do this? What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? Maybe the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty. What?! No! Why am I getting penalties for his bad jokes? No. No, you don't. Just because I heard his bad joke, like, am I just gonna get, glanced out the window? Okay, good. There should be no joke in here. You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I tucked myself in the bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what's she say? I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say. Mr. Carlos made the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. No, how'd you know I was going to make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? But then, you went to look out the window and you saw. See Mo's text makes you hear the voice of. Oh, Alexander. I bring news from the palace. Princess Cassima is getting married to the vizier. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, they looked about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night and it cut down on visibility. See, please continue with your testimony regarding two shadows that you saw. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away? That's right. I've been thinking about it over and over since that night. Things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Ms. Von Karma. Now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo's family feedback. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. What did you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh, that's a nice big penalty. Well, I better save then. A nice big penalty then. So what would it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not seize the crime? I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump from someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to believe when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. I said about 1972. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. What? I don't even care. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? C-Team? What? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. A-Team reference. It's a good time to be alive. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. B.A. Clown Raucus? That's good, because I can't name any of the other members of, checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And even if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, as the character played by Mr. C, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Good night, Sushi. Got it. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. You have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. I guess it's time for that. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performer's life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Go over this again. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Trillo said the same thing. If it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. But that's not all I saw. You were able to see that kind of detail from the window? There was the light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. I could say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. I bet they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. I feel like the thump was actually just him dropping that giant box. They claimed it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this. It's not gonna be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. Alright. So I have to figure out what it could possibly have been. So I'm gonna check my court record here. Well, you know what? I'm going to, I didn't hear about that. I've been working all day. But how can that compare to the upcoming collection of Saga, which I will pick up? I want to present something, but I don't think it's right. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw his symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. What? Silence, fool. You're to respond with the whole truth. No fractions. Order! Order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It was obvious. It was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. The roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He is just toying with his court. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. I could mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now, what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap up this case now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. Nick, this is your last chance. This is my last chance. Finally, you're playing the second game. Hello, Ultimate Sunflower 9000. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that, which is weird, because why would they find a hat? Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you got one last chance at this. This one chance will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction in Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. Huh. Well, I think we'll be fine. However, I will save just to be on the safe side. Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. No more badgering. Hope you enjoy this penalty. No, okay, fine. Fine, I'm not taking that penalty. They're being pretty straightforward. There's no way I can foresee. Okay. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Oh, yeah? And how come I have it? This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? Let's see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness said that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Order! Mr. Curls. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all of this? Oh, now he's mad. He's using all caps. You were old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you were sitting above me? Why? Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. Telling the truth. Turning into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He'd left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? Something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went. What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Ms. Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say about this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? Not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Do I? No, actually I don't. Well, maybe I do.
Take that!
Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, 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 ay. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys just can't ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. Oh, I have a feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false, I haven't lied. It's just what? Just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Order, I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm gonna listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. And with that, I'm actually going to... you're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. I'm actually going to save here. And I'm actually going to leave it there. However, we have to do what Draven says. And check the festive deals. Now, if I am curious about any game, and it's lovely deals, there is only one that I'm really interested in. And that would be getting this one. How much are they charging for this? Mario. You know what? I can buy it physically for cheaper at the moment, because EB Games and Amazon are have also dropped a number of prices for physical games. So if I wanted to get this, I would get a physical version. And this looks like lots of funds. Just look at that. Oh. Me when I'm playing a bad game. Yeah, I think that's a price, but I can get a better price. Oh, look at all the... Oh, I can see all the... What? 49%? Why don't you... Just make it 50% off. Don't make it 49% off. It's a weird number. What else is on sale? Oh, that's a good price. But Nick wants to buy the important things, like Final Fantasy. Why, look, there's Final Fantasy VII right now. Complete with the smoothening. Ooh, it actually looks really smooth. Why does everybody have max HP? You can also get Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I want to see how good it looks remastered. I guess that looks okay. That looks nice. I think 9, yeah, 9 is on here. You can get Final Fantasy 9 if you're into that kind of thing. I played this from beginning to the end, and I don't remember anything about it. It just feels unmemorable compared to the rest. Plus, you can get 10 and 10-2, so you can see really short shorts. I want to stream this one someday. I didn't get Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. I don't know what that means. And this. Oh yeah, this is the real good stuff. But if you're looking for main like Nintendo games by Nintendo, check Amazon and EB Games because they have them cheaper physically. Mon. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready for this. I gotta get this. Yeah. It's coming on, oh, December 15th. Oh, that's a little later than I thought. I gotta wait an extra 5 days. I thought it was the 10th. Oh, well. And there you go. Also recently released, Micetopia. Da 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 da. Why have I seen this game like before? I'm not like particularly excited about this, but it's there. And also everybody's favorite games. Yeah, anyway, that's that. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow and we'll play some more Tales of Xillia, where I have already leveled up and we're good to go. So, oh man, I really want that Xenoblade Chronicles though. I know it's on for $49.99 on Amazon and EB Games, so maybe that's something to check out. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Laura, what are you doing?
What?